and welcome everyone to the Rivals Racing League's broadcast of the Exalta 30 from Lime Rock Park. About to get the command of fire engines here, and we'll get going.
Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Rather than a command of fire engines, we'll now have the national anthem before the races. For now on through the rest of the season. I just wanted to make that known, so you can probably notice the difference there. But so we are here today at Lime Rock Park for 20 laps for the Exalta 30. I am joined here today in the booth by my good friend LT.
Hello, everybody.
All right, LT, what do you say we go ahead and give the starting lineup for today's race?
All right. Are you going first or?
You know what? You can go first this time.
All right, on roll one we have the legendary Mark Martin and Brian Vickers.
Then we have Jeff Burton and Casey Kane.
Excuse me. Then we have Jamie McFlurry and Martin Truex Jr.
Followed up by David Ruderman and Joe Nemechek.
Then we have Ryan Newman and Jeff Gordon.
Then they have Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin.
Then we have Kevin Conway, Mr. Extends himself, and Clint Boyer.
Followed up behind them, Paul Menard and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Then we have Michael Waltrip and Kyle Busch. Kurt Busch.
Robbie Gordon and Greg Biffle.
Then we have Kyle Busch and Stephen Wallace.
Then Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski.
Then we have Dave Blaney and Regan Smith. Man, this season's been a heartbreak for Regan Smith.
Yep, Matt Kenseth and David Reagan teammates in the next row.
How long is this racetrack? Why are we still underpacing?
Oh yeah, so we're about to hit the start-finish line here. I briefly showed the rest of the lineup there for today's race, but Mark Martin on pole, still looking to make a run at this championship as the season winds down with just a couple races remaining. There they come off the final corner, getting ready to go here at Lime Rock Park, one of the very few road races this season.
So that's why it took so long.
And here we go to the start-finish line to get this race underway. And here they go, long front straightaway here. And let's see, up through the gears, green flag is waving at Lime Rock Park.
I'll be perfectly honest with everyone. I did not get a glimpse of this track, so I have no idea what's happening. But there's already a wreck.
The leader is aggressive driving there. Both Red Bull cars overdrove the corner. Kane got the worst of it, though, as now Brian Vickers in a hard battle here for second place.
Yeah, I don't really see why they're battling this hard this early. I mean, it's only lap one. I guess I can see why, but if they keep battling like this, we're just going to let the first place car get ahead. But we might get a caution. I feel like we won't get too many big wrecks. It's a road course, so it might spread out a lot. But honestly, this race, I really don't know what to say, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's our first road course race, so we get to see them make right turns.
And this should definitely be interesting.
So, Pim.
What?
Pim, will we have another season of this? I just want to know.
Oh, of course. If I ever get around to it.
Well, I already know what you already know what road course I'm going to say we're going to add.
Yeah.
But Brian Baker seems to be slowly reeling in the gap with Mark Martin.
Slowly. But Mark Martin needs this win if he's going to compete for the championship. Now things were past the halfway point. We've still got quite a few races to go, and so quite a few interesting races like Williams Grove left up on the schedule. On camera there. Sorry about that. But I would like to point out this is a very fast racetrack. Look at the speeds around here.
Yeah, it'd be really awful if a brake failure happened.
But let's see what Brian Vickers tops out at the end of the front straightaway down here. 162 at a road course.
Yeah, it'd be horrible if they had a brake failure.
Yep.
No safer barriers, tires and fence.
Look at this. Denny Hamlin's someone we don't normally talk about. He's up here running in the top 10.
Not doing bad. Field is spread out really quickly for it to be lap 3. I've noticed.
Yeah, well, it is a road course, but we still have quite a ways to go here at Lime Rock Park. But this is going to be a relatively short race, just 20 laps around this short little racetrack here. It'll be interesting to see if we get any sort of incidents, although we do see David Reagan does have some damage. So let's go ahead and take a look at what has happened here to David Reagan.
Like he
Here it is.
oh, and oh,
Let's
that's
go ahead and
pretty.
see this. So approaching the end of the lap here, through some of the faster sections, David Reagan runs wide. Oh, and Andy Lally misjudges the corner a little bit, gets into the back of David Reagan.
Get some
Oh,
airtime.
David Reagan, a lot of airtime there. Everyone did a great job getting around them, but let's go ahead. I would like to see, not necessarily from onboard David Reagan, but let's see if we can get a good angle of the airtime
I think
that
pit
Reagan
lane
got.
cam. If we go to pit lane cam or pit
There it
lane cam, I
is.
think that is some serious airtime right there. The whole car's off the ground.
Look how much airtime Reagan got. And that is what gave him damage. And I think Andy Lally got some as well.
Yeah, he did
Just
too.
a little bit. But
I think pit lane cam. I think one of our pit lane cams is really good. I'm not sure. I think pit lane 2.
let's see
But
if we can catch it here from one of the pit lane cameras.
I think pit lane
Yep, right
1.
here.
We can get the initial contact right there. Just gets turned. And pit lane spectator cam. Go
Watch
back
right
to
here.
spectator. Just in the background.
Wow.
This is a great camera right here. Great camera work.
That was a rough impact there. Let's go ahead and catch up with the field. Although I don't believe that anything has really changed up at the front of the
We have
field.
a wait.
Oh,
We
we
have
have
a
a
caution.
caution. There is a yellow flag out.
Did, oh, Terry Labonte.
Terry Labonte is out of the race. Let's go ahead and see what has happened to him. Oh, big problems.
Did we have the same incident? Ooh, what happened?
Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
Terry
what?
Labonte loses an engine. Oh, and he just drives into the inside wall. I I guess something must have broken that car pretty badly. Oh, and that's gonna bring out our
Oh,
caution.
dang it, Terry.
He must have knocked the steering out of it.
Yeah, something had to go wrong with that. I don't. It looked like he couldn't steer, and the car just started smoking. So I'm not sure what happened with that race car.
But yeah, big problems there
So
early in this race for Terry Labonte.
yeah. So this is a road course. So how is fuel looking? Can they make it to the end on fuel?
I'd imagine that they can make it. Once again, this is a very, very short race here at Lime Rock Park. Um, that's why probably one of the reasons that everybody was being so aggressive. But I imagine they can make it. Let's go ahead and look at some of the drivers up front. Championship contender Mark Martin won one of the races at Talladega after having a very, very consistent season so far. And now he is up here running in the race lead. Brian Vickers behind him. Had a couple close calls with victory lane so far this season. Same for Jeff Burton. He's had a couple races on the mile and a half. He's dominated, like Atlanta and Homestead, but hasn't quite been able to seal the deal. Looking to maybe do that here today at a road course. Jamie McMurray running up front. We haven't really talked about Truex all season, have we?
No, Truex has been just non-existent.
Now
So
we
what?
have David Rudiman. Rudiman's also been non-existent, hasn't he? Although he
Yeah.
used to be up at the top of the point standings, but he has really
Oh,
fallen hard.
speaking of at the top, Clint Boyer, I see him kind of like mid-pack,
Same for Robbie Gordon.
wins. But there's one thing I would like to mention. Single ball restart. How was this going to work out on this road course going into that braking zone in that corner? This
We'll
might.
have to see. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh no, that's all right. Pit lane cab 1, I think captures. I mean two. I'm sorry. I believe this will be the perfect view once they come around.
Let's go ahead. We'll stay here for the restart. We're going to go green with about 14 laps to go. But I'd just like to mention Joe Nemechek running 7th, Ryan Newman running 8th, Jeff Gordon running 9th, Denny Hamlin running in 10th place as the race winds down here in Lime Rock Park. Off the corner, Mark Martin will lead the field to the green.
Here we go.
And we'll have the green flag back underway here in Lime Rock Park. See, very, very long straightaway here. But here they go. Green flag is back out.
See if everyone all see some
Someone's
dust.
off in the grass back there. It's now Kevin Harvick attempting a pass.
Oh, this might not. I saw him. Looked like they was about to go 3 wide back there, but they gathered it all up. And they're okay.
Oh, Jeff Gordon off track just a little bit back here. Oh, and Clint Boyer 3 wide around the outside trying to make it work.
He's gonna be on the inside. Now he's gonna have the advantage, but he let up.
Oh, and Junior and Menard drive off the track.
So I was talking about on these restarts, they're gonna be all stacked up coming around these tight corners.
It's being all stacked up. Robbie Gordon way back here with nowhere really to go. But Robbie Gordon and Clint Boyer both trying to make their way to the front. Try to run down Mark Martin. And Mark Martin has not pulled away from the 83 of Brian Vickers as much as he has previously. In fact, Vickers is right with him.
Yeah, we might have a battle for the lead here.
We'll see, we got an interesting battle shaping up right here between the top couple cars. So we're approaching the halfway mark in this race already. Mark Martin doing a great job holding off the field so far.
Yeah, doing a great job. All you gotta do is run nice, consistent laps. Don't let the pressure get to him too much.
Let's take a look here further back in the field at this mess that Clint Boyer is involved in. 3 wide up through the S's. They make that work. But then further back we have Robbie Gordon involved in this mess as well.
I thought this is an accident waiting to happen back here. I mean, they can only race this hard so long until there is a wreck.
Had a little bit of a spaz with the cameras there, but Mark Martin trying to pull away. He's starting to gap the 83 of Vickers a little bit, as now I believe Jeff Burton's starting to run him down. And here comes Martin Truex. He's gotten around McMurray up to 4th place. Whoa!
Martin almost off the track there.
I think Burton's really pushing hard trying to get to the back of the 83, as now Martin Truex Jr. trying to get around Jeff Burton. This is a very fast track, so we'll have to see if Martin Truex is able to attempt the pass down the front straightaway, or if he has to make his own braking zone.
Yeah, very fast-paced road course. Wish I was down there racing. It looks really fun.
It does.
High horsepower cars. Yeah, it seemed like a really fun track. But how is Regan Smith doing? I mean, he's been really the.
Is it time for our race per race Regan Smith update? 25th currently on track.
Not been too good in the road course.
Well, let's look at this. Robbie Gordon, known for his road racing prowess, stuck back here in 19th.
I'm gonna be honest. This season he's been known for. Never mind.
Been a bit aggressive this season. As Mark Martin comes around this time, he'll be taking the halfway mark in this race, as he has a little bit of a moment off that corner there. But look how much room he's put between himself and Brian Vickers these last couple laps. Vickers has pulled away from the 31, as there isn't really any battling throughout the top dozen cars, even further back than that. The field is very, very spread out here at Lime Rock Park. We'll have to see if any inroads can be made into Mark Martin's lead here by Brian Vickers as the race continues. Or we might even see another caution.
Maybe. But
We'll have to see.
The field is spread out so much now. I don't really see it being another caution unless they stack up back there somehow.
I find it interesting that there was a caution for Terry Labonte's engine failure, and then yet there was not a caution for David Reagan catching serious airtime.
Yeah, that could have been a serious hazard on the racetrack. He could have took out a whole bunch of cars. Well, we're more than halfway, so I think it's that time.
I couldn't agree with you more. Time for our ones to watch. LT, who's your underdog and who's your pick to win?
Well, I'm not trying to jinx him or anything, but my pick to win, Mark Martin. I mean, he started on pole. He's led every lap so far. It is been able to deal with the pressure from behind and put a nice sized gap on Brian Vickers. So if this race goes green, it's Mark Martin's underdog pick. It's not really an underdog, but I'm gonna go with the fourth place car, Martin Truex. I mean, we haven't talked about him at all this season, but he's in fourth, and it's a road course. Anything can happen, you know. Top three can all drive off the racetrack, or it can be a crazy restart. So keep an eye on Martin Truex. He wants that first win of the season. All right, Pim,
All
what
right,
about you?
well, you went ahead and picked Mark Martin, so you know what? I'll go ahead and say Jeff Burton here. He's having a great run today, and I think he probably has a better shot at winning than Brian Vickers. He seems to have, while maybe not as consistently quick lap times as Brian Vickers, he does seem to have much more raw speed than the driver of the 83. If we see another caution or if Mark Martin just burns up his tires, you could end up seeing this 31 car in victory lane. My underdog pick, I'm going to go a little bit ways back here, but I'm going to say Denny Hamlin. We have not talked about this driver for the right reasons this season. He has had a pretty abysmal year so far, running well behind in the point standings. Really hasn't had many top tens to his name so far, but he's up here running ninth place right now, and could definitely gain a few more positions before the day is said and done. Keep your eye on Denny Hamlin and maybe make a push for even a top five finish towards the end of this race.
All right.
7 laps to go at Lime Rock. Mark Martin with a sizable lead over the 83, running quite a bit faster than him on track. In fact, Mark Martin seems to be the fastest car in the field currently by quite a bit. He was 4 tenths faster than Brian Vickers that time by, 6 tenths faster than Jeff Burton, and pretty much the entire rest of the top 10. We'll have to see this time by the stripe if Mark Martin can continue this speed.
Yeah. What is our next track?
Um, I'm not quite sure if I remember, but we'll definitely take a look at that after this race. I know we have a couple of interesting tracks.
I let's say it's Wilmsgrove.
I kind of hope it isn't.
Yeah.
Well, give me just one more race between myself and Williams Grove, if possible.
That will be
Um,
a drastic change. It would go from spread out field to, well, we
Everybody's clustered in the catch fence. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Working 6 laps to go here at Lime Rock Park. Mark Martin continuing to outrun Brian Vickers by quite a bit, as it looks like Martin Truex Jr. might be setting up for a pass on Jeff Burton here in about a lap. Although he's going to have to find a way around him. Things are not looking good for passing zones here.
speaking of that, who's wearing our visor cap?
The visor cam is a little bit further back in the field. We'll check it with them here in a moment.
I was gonna say maybe we can see what's happening deep in the pack if they're not spread out. Because everyone up here seems to be decently spread out.
Martin Truex trying to just get close enough to the back of that 31 car. He's making up time through the center right here. Under 5 laps to go in Lime Rock Park.
Honestly, I do not see a caution coming out because we do have a one car split is off on the track. I don't think a caution will come out, given the fact that David Reagan literally, caught some serious airtime. And
Whoa, Martin Truex really missed his corner. And now Jamie McMurray trying to get around him.
oh no, Martin Truex really messed up right there.
Oh, but now McMurray has to back off on the entry there and give that spot up. Now he's side by side with David Rudiman.
He's gonna take the spot from Ruderman. Well, he's gonna
Yep,
keep
McMurray will hold on as now it looks like Marcus Ambrose
down pit
has come
road.
to pit road here.
You run out again.
There's the damaged car. Let's go ahead and take a look further back. Robbie Gordon entered the day. He's wearing the visor cam, championship contender, and he can see that 33 up in front of him. Driver he really needs to run down.
Also, this road course is really fun. We might be getting testing on this because this road course, it's a nice high speed road course,
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it's spread out the drivers is having fun going around here. But they're not gonna have for the
Oh,
hood.
whoa! The 22 and the 4 made some contact up there. And
I
that'll
almost
resort. Oh, almost a spot for Robbie Gordon as he has to back off on entry.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised he did back off.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon is not known for that. But listen to how much speed they get and how much they have to back it down.
It's huge.
Huge checkup for turn one. Up to the back bumper here from Michael Waltrip.
Might give him a bumper. He's really close.
Wouldn't surprise me if he does.
I wouldn't
Whoa, but
be.
he gets loose there, and that's going to cost him enough time to force him away from the back bumper there of Michael Waltrip. Check back out front as 34 comes in for his pit stop. Look at how big of a lead Mark Martin has built here. With 2 laps to go, Mark Martin come out here to show that he still wants this championship as much as any other driver in the field. What a statement he is making today with this run, and this win would be big for him.
Honestly, all my friend needs to do is just put together this win, run nice and consistent, and he will be the champion. Well, he probably needs another win. I'm not really sure how the points is right now. I haven't seen it in a while, but Mark Martin was up almost at the top. Coming to the white flag here in Lime Rock Park. Are you sure they didn't wreck? Because I don't remember the gap being that big. Oh, okay, never mind.
Nearly a straightaway lead. In fact, actually, I think it is a straightaway lead there for Mark Martin. What a dominant performance he has put on today, showing no signs of weakness, executing flawlessly on the day. Started from pole, has led every single lap, and barring an engine failure or some catastrophic issue here in the final few corners, Mark Martin will lead every single lap here at Lime Rock Park en route to another victory for this 5 team this season.
Coming through the downhill portion, coming through the final corner, Mark Martin will be your winner at Lime Rock Park.
From pole, Mark Martin leads every single lap and will take the checkered flag here today at Lime Rock Park. Brian Vickers will bring it home in second, well behind Mark Martin there. Third place is Jeff Burton. Fourth place, Martin Truex Jr. And it's Jay McMurray to round out the top 5. Then Rudiman, Newman, Hamlin, Gordon, and Nemechek.
What happened there?
I'm not exactly sure. It was Nemechek in front of Gordon. Let's go back and just quickly see if we can tell what happened here.
Oh, he almost got he
Huh.
celebration, I guess, for a top 10.
I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but yeah, we'll just act like that didn't happen. But anyway, let's take a look at your final finishing results. Nearly a 5-second lead for Mark Martin here. What a race for Mark Martin.
Absolute
Dominant
dominant
performance.
performance.
There's your top 10 finishers on the right side of your screen, and your top 10 in points there as well. Let's look at this current point standings here. Robbie Gordon holds on to an 112-point lead over David Rudiman, 112 over Joe Nemechek, 146 over Rudiman. Nemechek and Rudiman and McMurray all gained quite a bit on Robbie Gordon today. But Mark Martin, with getting a second victory on the season, holds down the fort in 9th place. Jeff Burton in 10th. That is after 15 to 20 races. 3/4 of the season is over. We have these final 5 races to give us our champion. Well, for the next race, we'll head off to Texas for the Duck Commander 90. We'll go ahead and show off the rest of the schedule here. After
Yes.
that, we head to Williams Grove for race number 17 on the schedule. Race 18, Coca-Cola Super Speedway. Race 19, we go to Bristol for the Sharpie 150, and the season finale, the Coke Zero Firecracker 125 from Daytona. We look forward to bringing you all of these races here on the Pemcraft 28 YouTube channel. This has been the RRL's broadcast of the Rebels Racing League Offline Championship from, what track was this? Slime Rock Park. We'll see you next time.